Hello everyone, this is Janika and we are here for another theme week, the week of Mercury. Mercury is the planet that's the closest to the sun and therefore a planet where it is really hot. The planet is a stony desert, sun winds fly over it and burn a lot. And so I had the idea to compose this song actually on a really hot summer day where I could really feel myself like into a desert. It was 40 degrees about and it was 2 years ago in summer. I went outside and I felt the heat on my skin and the air was quite inconstant because of all this heat. And heat I connect with string players doing a very fast tremolo, and I built like a soundscape with orchestral strings to make this background I showed you. It's just my notation program, this is nothing recorded yet. Summer season was the holiday time and basically everybody of my friends was on holiday. For example, Imke and Frank were enjoying beautiful time and I was sitting alone at home and wanted to compose. So I was missing them and I grabbed my cell phone, scrolled over it, wrote them some messages, checked what they were doing for cool stuff on their holiday, also checked the social media section, what was happening on Facebook, what other people were posting for cool holiday pictures. And I thought, okay, and what should I post? Sitting at home at my PC is not such a good post. Well, and then things came together. Because Mercury is not only a hot planet, but there is also a god involved after which Mercury is named. Mercury, the god, is the god of messages. He is the one with the wings on his boots, who's delivering messages in between the people and who's even delivering things to Netherworld. And when I was scrolling through my cell phone, I thought, okay, the modern Mercury is kind of a virtual social media Mercury, because almost all the communication is online. There is not so much real meeting and connecting anymore. It's a lot about virtual communication, which is on the one hand good to keep contact, but on the other hand, me personally, I feel lonely when I don't have the personal contact and the people directly in front of me I can talk to and I can really see what they feel when I'm telling them something and really exchanging with them directly. I wrote at first this feeling of loneliness in this gluey string carpet where I had the impression that time was standing still, and actually Mercury is the slowest song on the complete CD. It is really doom-like, and I started with deep strings. And then has to come the singing voice inside with all this pain in the voice. Nobody here to embrace. And also the heavy guitars, very deep and very slowly, with huge slide effects and a slow drum pattern. So there came all these three things together. What's even worse than being alone with a cell phone is being alone with an uncharged cell phone, because obviously then it's completely useless. And for these situations, we have a little help for you. See this beautiful bag. It's hand stitched by my mother. She's a genius concerning these things actually. When it comes to handcrafting or to painting, she's your girl. she made these beautiful bags out of fake leather and stitched it. So, no animals harmed here. And you can't only put your cell phone inside, but also the cable, and then you put through this hole the whole thing into a power plug, and then it hangs on the wall like this, and you don't have to worry that the cable is flying around anywhere, because I had these situations countless times in backstages where it was a bit of chaotic, and then your cable was lying there, the next one was flying over the cable, your cell phone was unplugged. So for all these bad situations, we have a solution here. So if you like this reward, don't hesitate to check it out on our crowdfunding page, because it will only last for this particular week, the week of Mercury. Next week we'll continue our journey to Venus, and Venus, of course, will bring another reward with her. Since then, have a good time, don't feel lonely, and if you have some more questions about the song, don't hesitate to hang out a little bit and ask me some questions. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Hello again, Janika here for another Was ist denn los?